All right, so it looks like we're live. Okay, so we are back. All right, so I think we're okay. Everything looks good. Use stats. Let's see. Let's reset. Okay, so we have a good signal. Okay, so we got disconnected there. The first time we got disconnected, that was actually not the fault of my cell provider. That was actually me. I know we're experiencing some intermittent disconnections, some momentary lapses of signal. I mean, when the signal is on, it's good. It's just that it just doesn't stay that way. So Air France, they come in here daily with a daily flight to Paris, Charles de Gaulle Airport. Flight 159 is departing. They park on this side, on the west side of the terminal, and it looks like they are headed to this runway. Let's see, they're Qantas is still waiting down there. They arrived a while ago on my first live stream. Hold on, I'm losing. Okay. Lufthansa, also a daily flight from Germany. They will be taxiing across the bridge. Okay, yeah, they will be going to the east side. They park on the west side, and they're going to cross that bridge right there. We see a couple of Americans lined up for 1-8 left departure. Lufthansa is going for the other side. And where did Air France go? Okay, right there. Air France and Lufthansa usually tend to come about the same time and leave about the same time. Okay, so they'll be going, they'll be following Lufthansa, it looks like. I've seen them depart the right side a couple of times, but not often, because their direction of flight is east. So it makes more sense to go from the east side. But we'll see where they make that turn. They should be coming up on the bridge. Yeah, they're coming up on the bridge right there, but yeah, they're going to turn. Yeah, Air France is going to turn right there on the bridge. So it's a long way to the other side. So American 1345 is right there. That's a flight headed to LAX. You have another one inbound. Another, looks like a 737 inbound. Nice little smoky touchdown right there. Okay, so I think we can see Qatar right there over at the International. I guess Qantas went to the gate already, but their gate should be somewhere in that area right there. There are a lot of the heavier jets do land on the right side here, as we saw earlier. We saw Qatar land here, also Qantas, UPS. They do both. Also, British Airways will be, Spirit. British Airways will be landing here on the right side with the A380 because the bridges are not wide enough for an A380. So no matter what the traffic conditions are like, they're stuck with the right side. But they come in a little bit later on. It'll still be a while because it's only 3:57 Central Daylight Time, 3:57 p.m. Let's see what we have coming down the approach. American 1372 is up next from wait a minute, it says LAX. Okay. There's an LAX, and right behind that one, my laptop monitor is still very hard to see, even though I'm not in like direct sunlight. There is a Cathay Pacific, but it's flying over, so we're not going to see it. There's also another one flying overhead. Yeah, coming from Houston. A lot of the Houston aircraft pass over Dallas. There's a Emirates heading for Houston passing over right now, but it's cloudy. It's much too cloudy. Over here we have a little bit of construction going on, and it looks to me like they are installing some sort of a fence, which doesn't give me a real good feeling here. We may lose our excellent viewing ability here. And I suppose they're trying to keep people from walking down toward that lower fence right there. You see the actual airport fence. It's kind of at the bottom of the hill and goes around there, and there's a field. There's a guy, look, right over there. See, these people like People run out in the field like that, all the way out there, and that may be why they're, whoops, sorry about that. That may be why they're installing a fence. So obstructing the view for the rest of us while some of these people go down to where they're really not supposed to be. As we have an American Dreamliner landing. A lot of 787 Dreamliners here. A lot of American Dreamliners. Look at that. Look at that wing profile right there. Touchdown. So I see a construction crew working on fence posts, and that does not make me feel happy. Hopefully it won't be obstructing the view of the runways. Otherwise we'll have to be like literally up there next to the fence. Yeah, what is that? What the heck is that? All right, I guess he's just trying to make sure it's level. Damn! Putting up fences. Putting up fences to block our view. That fence looks like it's about 5 feet tall. Okay, there was a little bit of a gap right there because my signal dropped out for some reason. Another one of those momentary drops. American 1938, say 737 coming in from Minneapolis. And there's a Minneapolis flight right there. All right. And let's see what else we have. Coming up next will be Frontier, A320neo, and I'm checking the flight tracker to see if we have anything, any heavy traffic on the way in. No, Qantas actually sends 2 flights on some days. They fly here from Sydney and also from Melbourne. So today is a day that we saw 2 flights. Let's see, 4 p.m. I think there's actually going to be another one. 3:50. There's another one coming in. Apparently so the previous Qantas flight that came in that we saw during the first portion of the live stream was the Melbourne flight, 787-9. The other 787-9 is actually, should be just a few minutes out, it looks like. Trying to see if I could find it. Okay, that one landed. Landed at 3:21. So, all right, so the other one must have come in earlier. Let me refresh my list here. All right, so 351. There is a UPS UPS A300, which is just landed, it says. Okay, they're taxiing, and they're coming from the other side. They do sometimes land on the east side. Looks like we also have a Asiana cargo 747-400, which is going to be departing out of the cargo terminal shortly. So we'll see that, and they'll take off on this side. UPS should be coming around right there. Yeah, right there. They just crossed the bridge after landing on the east side. That A300 coming in from Louisville. I have seen them land on the south side before. I mean, on the west side. I'm still thinking this is Sky Harbor. It's not. But UPS is going to cross. They're going to an intersection, and they're going to cross the runway, and they're going to come right over here to where we are. Getting ready for takeoff. They're going to depart on the west. They're going to depart the west side. Alaska Flight 303 to Portland, Oregon. UPS is actually going all the way to the end. That's a bit unusual. But there's Alaska 303. And they're going to take off for Portland. Now UPS has gone right there, but that's not a takeoff. That is an arrival. So, from our experience at Sky Harbor, we are no stranger to Alaska Airlines. We see many of their aircraft every day over at Sky Harbor. Let's get back over here. Here comes UPS, taking the end route. And they crossed behind 18 left, and crossing around the end of runway 18 right. UPS terminal, but I think they're going for the front side of it, if that's what you want to call it. There's already 4 aircraft lined up there, so they're going to be number 5. And we should be seeing the Asiana cargo come out from behind that hangar. It's behind the UPS. Not sure about their departure time, but usually when they come out, they cross. There's a runway intersection right there, and they'll cross over and then head to the end. There they are. I see them. All right, there's the Asiana cargo. All the way down there. See if we can focus on it. All right, that fence post is throwing my focus off. But they turned, they made that left turn. They'll be coming up toward the intersection. So we'll get a better look at them coming up here. Coming up here in a minute. Nothing is on final approach right now. But there is an American on the runway, taking off on 18 left. Let's see if I can move my tripod a little bit. Maybe get a better view of that 747 coming toward us. All right, so there's a SkyWest landing right now. And there's a United 737 will be coming up next. This American Flight 1981, San Antonio. So this one is a San Antonio flight, I believe. Yeah, it should be San Antonio. And 747 is getting a little bit closer. There she is. There's the queen of the sky right there. 747-400. Flight 242, and they're headed to Seattle. Probably picking up some more freight up there before heading back over across the Pacific. But yeah, Asiana cargo, 747-400. And they're not going to take off from that intersection. They're going to wait for a break in the traffic and go to the middle between the runways. Oops. And then head to the end. That fence that they're putting up is going to really make shots like this almost impossible, I think, depending on how solid the fence is. You see them working on the fence right there. That's a new fence going up, which is going to block out some of the view from Founders Plaza here. But I guess maybe they are going to make an intersection departure and not go full length, or are they? Okay, no, they are making the turn, I think. No, I guess turning right onto the runway from there, from that intersection. I figure they're probably not fully loaded, so they don't need full length. And there's an American 737 that just landed 18 right as the 747 departs 18 left. United 1240, attack Alpha, runway west to ground point 6700. Ground 18 left Alpha, 1700. Skywest 9895, attack Bravo, cross runway 18 west, follow 1 off the right, taxi the Alpha, to ground point 6700. Is that 242 heading for departure? Contact departure, again at 242 McKay. National 1174, which side? West side, American 1174. And now they start making that turn toward the west. 20 left, Whiskey, New Hampshire, to cross the ground 5 other side, American 1174. United 578, cross runway left at Alpha, you're following the RJ at Foxtrot, over the bridge, contact ground point 65 on top. Across 18 left at Alpha, we're following the RJ at Foxtrot. Goes 9895, and you can see them putting up the yellow tape there on their beautiful fence job. We have another American, another Airbus, no, 737. All right, so next up we have an Envoy, E175 coming in. They'll be followed by a 737 from Mexico, American 737. And we do have a Frontier Um, and 1348 is going to be departing next to LAX. So American 1348 called the tower, said they're ready. That's them right there. It's an Airbus A321, and they're headed to Los Angeles. And let's see what else we have coming in after 4:22. Current time. So there is another Alaska 737 that should be coming in. Volaris, Mexican airline. They'll be coming in from Mexico shortly. And there goes American, what was it, 1348, 1548 to LAX. Let's look at the American gates right there. Let me see. We're showing a departure for EVA cargo. EVA is another Chinese airline, cargo airline. They have a 777 here. British Airways. British Airways is about a half hour out. They're in the A380, the only A380 we get here at Dallas. And they're currently passing the Fort Smith, Arkansas area. So they'll be landing on this runway. Birds of all kinds here.
2302, what time? 2302, south from your white left at Gulf Bay, headed down 25.
So I guess the construction guys are calling it a day. That's as much as they've got done today. Putting up a fence. Nice fence there to block the Founders Plaza view. I'm not sure how far that fence is going to go, but there's a lot more people down at this end. This end down here is pretty crowded on a mild Sunday afternoon. And looks like we have, oh look, yep, there again. See, once again we have another individual all the way down there in the field, you know, and that's the reason why they're putting up these fences. They really don't want people down there. So, you know, because of people like that, they're going to block off the view for the rest of us. You know, he's not really getting a better view down there than what we get here. I mean, you know, you're a few feet closer. Is it really worth it? And there is a plane right there. Now they're landing on the east runway. They're super small because they massively large airport. And yeah, that is DFW traffic right there. That's as far away as they are. They'll be landing on 17 left, I believe, is the furthest runway. This plane should be Frontier or United. Frontier, A320neo. With their tail critter. All right, so American, was that American 2340? American 2348 is going to line up and wait. All right, and they're headed to that's the San Antonio flight. Alaska from Seattle is with the 737-900s coming up next for landing. And behind American, we have Delta. There is a Delta Airbus. A rare sighting of Delta here. You don't see too many Deltas, but. And here is Alaska. Alaska inbound from Seattle. We take a look down there at the cargo ramp. I don't see any activity right now. We see, wait, what is this? There's an American Airbus or a Dreamliner. Looks like they're crossing over. They may be headed to the hangar. Let's take a look at the flight tracker and see where that. Oh yeah, they're headed to the hangar. That's a Dreamliner. I always put a flight number of 13 on those aircraft on the flight trackers. So the American hangar is right across from the terminals, just behind the UPS. So they are being driven over there by a maintenance crew. Looks like another Frontier. Is that a Frontier that landed? Yep. Well, there's another Frontier right there. Not sure if they're taking off or landing. They came across the bridge from the east side. They're going to a hangar. They must have landed. So there's the Dreamliner right there in the middle. Crossing 18 right. And there's a plane that pulled out of one of the ramps down there. I can't quite tell what it is. If that's a cargo, or I'll have to look at the flight tracker here in a minute. Okay, I don't see anything. All right, so I guess that Frontier. Okay, there's American. There's that Dreamliner. And they're headed to the hangar. There are 2 Frontiers departing, 2 in a row. And the first one right there. Flight 2703 is headed to Phoenix. We got Phoenix and Las Vegas. 2 flights right there, Phoenix and Vegas. The first one. First one, I believe, is going to be Phoenix. Right? You saw that in the background? Yeah, that plane right there. That they departed from the east side. All right, Volaris just checked in with the tower. Volaris Airlines from Mexico. So they're on final approach. There is Frontier headed for Las Vegas. There will actually be an American coming in before Volaris. All right, so Volaris is in an A321. And let's see, this Frontier to Vegas. We got American inbound from Monterrey, Mexico. Or actually, yeah, that's the America West livery is coming up, the new America West. So American has been repainting their special liveries. They used to be on A319s. They're repainting them onto A321s, so they're larger. That's not why they're doing it, though. They're repainting the 319s into the original or normal American colors. And this one just got completed, actually. Wait, not this one. All right, it's coming up, I believe, after Volaris. This looks like an A319 right there. But Volaris, can't really see him now. But Volaris will be up next, and we have the America West livery. So it just came out of the paint shop a couple weeks ago. I think, was it last week or the week before? It's brand new. But it's the same livery as it was before, but it's on a new aircraft now. It's on a, well, not a new aircraft, but a different aircraft, an older 321. So it looks larger. And all of the American liveries that used to be on A319s are now on A321s. So we have America West coming up after I could swear I saw that on the flight tracker. I don't know where it is now. Volaris from Mexico. A321 coming in right there from Guadalajara, Mexico. That is a daily flight. They fly into here every day. They also fly into Sky Harbor too. You may have seen them on some of my live streams. If you watch enough at Sky Harbor, you'll see them. They're a daily visitor over there. Catching a little bit of a breeze right there on landing. Okay, we had a momentary glitch right there. A loss of signal. Envoy, and where is that American? All right, so I don't see it now. It was just here before. Let's see. All right, so the American Reno livery is due in at 5:15. I thought I saw America West. All right, well, America West is not landing today. I could have sworn I saw that on the flight tracker where it said America West. Now I can't find it anywhere. And of course, some more drop frames because we love drop frames, apparently. All right, so we have the crowd showing up. Oh, it's getting to be a pretty big crowd. Okay. And then we have more people way out there in the field. All the way out there in the field where they shouldn't be. Probably all came to see British Airways. All right, so British Airways is about 12 to 15 minutes out. 3494 to Amarillo, right there. And they are on the roll in the Embraer 175, headed up to Amarillo. Got a big American 777 there taxiing out. It's one of their international flights, not sure which one. Or if they're going to take off on this side or not. Looks like the 777 is headed to the east side. Right there, going for the bridge. A319's up next. Headed to Wichita. Wichita, Kansas, right there. American 1322, now A321 headed for Denver. This is the Denver flight.
Eddie, cuando mires que vuela una de esas.
49 on that two land, 21 left. Pick up when they left on that line there. Over 41, 60, 10, when they left the line, avoid fast people cross downfield.
All right. Another A390.